Hi, friends. I am so glad you joined me today. Hey, how do you pray? Do you pray before you eat? Or do you pray before bed? Do you hold your hands like this or in your lap? What are your rules? What are the rules for prayer? Let's see what the World Kids think about their rules for prayer.
Watch over Mom and Dad and Leo and Otto and...
Attention! Player! Come in! Out of the field!
Leave me alone, Victor!
Return to designated prayer areas, or we will be forced to rescue you!
I don't need to be rescued! I just wanted some quiet time to pray!
Maybe she just enjoys praying.
There's no room for error in this business, Montgomery. We better bring her in.
Okay.
Stay where you are! Help is on the way!
I don't need help!
This looks like a job for Prayer Patrol!
Some people pray in the shadows, avoiding the gaze of the sun. Some of us need to bow our heads lower before we can hold our heads high.
Victor! Let go of me! Oof, I'm in the middle of praying!
No, don't thrash! You put us both at risk!
Victor, stop it!
Oh, well then I'm afraid you face the penalty. You were praying outside an official Prayer Patrol sanctioned prayer zone. Keep it in church, bucko.
That's a ticket.
A ticket? For praying outside?
Just another day on the Prayer Patrol.
Prayer Patrol! Prayer Patrol!
I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Sorry, ma'am. Praying outside official Prayer Patrol sanctioned prayer times.
But I like to have a quiet moment to talk to God before church.
Praying before church, Clarabelle?
Now who's the crazy one?
Yeah, you see a lot of crazy things on the Prayer Patrol.
The formula's angles, 'cause meeting the standard is right. Yeah.
A prayer infraction?
You cannot pray for Pastor Pete's father to get better because you do not know him.
That's a ticket.
But this is absurd.
I don't make the rules, Ottoman. I just recite and enforce them. Awesomely.
But that's just it, Victor. There aren't rules for praying.
No rules? How can there be no rules for something as important as prayer?
It's true. You can pray for anyone you want to. People you know, people you don't know. Everyone. And you can pray anywhere, at any time.
Oh, I just sort of assumed that prayer would have a lot of rules. Well, Montgomery, I think that it's time we turn in our whistles. It seems that no one needs the Prayer Patrol.
And I had 2 days until retirement.
So do you think there should be rules or prayer patrol telling you how to pray, how to talk to God? I don't. I don't think there's any rules. We can pray to God anytime we want. We can use our out loud voice and talk to God just like I'm talking to you. Or we could use our inside thinking voice and think of prayer things to talk to God. We can talk to God in the morning, at nighttime. We can talk to God anywhere. Your eyes can be open or shut. Your hands can be folded or around. I think the best way to pray is maybe to not touch others. But if you are holding something that helps you concentrate on what you want to talk to God with, that's a great idea. So there's no real rules. Did you know sometimes people pray while walking? It helps people think and how to talk to God. Reminds them of what they need to talk to God about. Let's read our Bible story. Our Bible story is from the World Story Bible, and you can find this story in 1 Timothy chapter 2, 1 through 7. The story is called One for All. Timothy watched the people shuffling around. Many were new believers, but some didn't want to learn about Jesus. Timothy sighed. Teaching about Jesus was hard work, especially when they didn't want to listen to him. Timothy opened a letter from his friend Paul. Paul understood how Timothy felt and encouraged him to pray for the people he taught. Dear Timothy, who do you pray for? Your friends, your family, believers? Good, but don't stop there. Pray for everyone. Kings and queens, rich and poor, people who agree with you and people who don't. Pray that everyone receives God's forgiveness. Celebrate how big God's grace is. Forgiveness and grace are for all people. Our world friends say, pray for everyone? Paul's advice sounds like something Jesus would say. Remember the 3 important things. First, there is only one God. Second, Jesus has brought God to us. Jesus was both human and God's Son. We learn about God from Jesus. Third, Jesus died and came back to life for you and me. Because of Jesus, everyone receives God's grace, not just the people who agree with you, not just the believers, the friends, the enemies, the family, or even people you've never met. Remember to share God's grace with everyone. Your friend Paul. Timothy knew this would be hard work to teach people about Jesus, but he could share Paul's letter with them and pray. Our world friend says, I'm glad Paul says that there are 3 things to remember. When I have to remember more than 3 things, I start to forget. So who do you pray for? I'm sure you pray for the people that you love and the people you're worried about. You might pray about things that you're worried about too. Have you ever thought about praying for people you don't even know? Or how about people that you don't really agree with? That thing seems like big thinking, right? That's a big thing to do. But I think that God would love for us to pray for people that we don't really like and that we don't even know. That's your challenge for this week. Pray for somebody. Maybe pray for somebody that you don't know, or even harder, pray for somebody that makes you frustrated. You can do it. All right, my friends, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.